These stories are coming up next on coverage you can count on at 6.
News Channel 15 discovers some major fire hazards at the Willows of Coventry. Now, in light of January's fatal fire, the owners are taking action.
Another victim of the struggling economy. Why the Fort Wayne Foundry is closing one of its production plants.
Trimming the fat of Governor Daniels' plans to cut costs for local government.
It's all next on coverage you can count on at 6.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Hearing Center. Improving your hearing is our first concern. You're watching WANE-TV, CBS Fort Wayne. This is coverage you can count on News Channel 15's News at 6.
Major fire hazard. Now at 6, News Channel 15 has uncovered building code violations at the Willows of Coventry that may have factored into January's fire that killed 3 young women. Good evening, I'm Heather Herring.
I'm Mark Mellinger. Specifically, it's the staircases at the Willows of Coventry that have some very serious safety risks.
News Channel 15's Megan Stemble first broke the story at noon and joins us now with more.
Well, the area underneath the staircases at the Willows of Coventry should be filled in with insulation or encased in sheetrock,
bringing each up to code.
Our economy has claimed another local victim in the auto industry. The Fort Wayne Foundry announcing plans to close one of its Fort Wayne production plants.
News Channel 15's Drew Blair has more on how many jobs are affected.
In June, the Fort Wayne Foundry Corporation will shut down operation at its Lima Road facility, eliminating more than 150 hourly jobs. The company will also conduct mass layoffs that same month at its separate machine division, also in Fort Wayne. Foundry officials haven't said how many jobs will be affected in that move, Fort Wayne and another in Columbia City. No word yet on if this announcement will affect work at the Columbia City plant. Drew Blair, News Channel 15.
The bad news continues in Decatur. Thunderbird formula is slowing down production for at least...
It is time now for our first check of the forecast. Meteorologist Kelly Greene is in the live Doppler 15 Weather Center with the very latest.
Thanks, Heather. Well, we did see some sunshine today. It was still below average, but a little warmer than yesterday. And here's a look at our Kosciuszko Hospital weather bug cam, a time lapse of the day today. We did have a lot of blue sky. It was a beautiful start. A few clouds have moved in and the temperature at 28 degrees. We are seeing the winds very light and variable, but they're going to be more sustained out of the south a little bit later on tonight. Wind chills still in the mid-20s and the air temperature starting to fall. We'll drop into the upper teens. We'll get to that in just a moment. But our satellite radar composite showing that we've had these clouds beginning to filter in. Just a few high clouds right now, but a system to our west will start to move in a little bit closer, and that will keep those clouds around during the overnight. So temperatures not as significantly cold as where we've been, down to 18 degrees, still a few degrees below average. But we are going to see some spring-like temperatures in your forecast. More on that coming up.
Also still to come here on News Channel 15 at 6, keeping an eye on the stimulus, how you can keep track of your tax money at work, next.
Tonight's stock report is brought to you by Grable Bank.
Grable Bank, more than money.
Coverage you can count on continues with Heather Herring and Mark Mellinger.
If you want to check out how the state is using money from the economic stimulus package, there's a new website that is keeping track of all of those projects.
It includes some basic information like how much cash will be set aside for roads and which projects have already been selected.
The Indiana Supreme Court is considering changing the rules when it comes to police interrogations. The rule would require police investigators to record questioning of criminal suspects who were already in custody. Go.
Kelly's in for Sandy tonight, and a warm-up's coming.
That's right. Well, I really thought it was going to be warmer today. I had forecast 32 this afternoon. We actually only got up to 28 degrees, still well below average, but we are shooting to get to those 40s by tomorrow, 50s by the end of the work week. Details coming up.
Live Doppler 15 Fury forecast is brought to you by Meyer. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices.
Coverage you can count on continues with Kelly Greene's live Doppler 15 Fury forecast.
Well, it still felt very winter-like today, but at least we had a lot of blue sky and sunshine across the area. Live Doppler 15 Fury, very quiet once again today. To next week at this point, it looks like we should see some temperatures hanging in the 40s and 50s through next week. Here's your forecast for tonight, though. Down to 18 degrees, not quite as cold. Tomorrow, high of 44 degrees with the winds out of the south 5 to 15 miles per hour. And we'll continue the warming trend as we head towards Friday, high of 54. Chances of rain also start to increase, especially as we get to Sunday and Monday of next week.
This could be it for the winter weather.
Well,
I mean, it could be, theoretically, right?
We bounce around quite a bit during March, so we'll take what we get, right?
Thanks, Kelly.
I think that's a whole lot of wishful thinking on your part.
Yes.
Mark.
Well, for basketball fans, they've had some wishful thinking over the past week, waiting and waiting and waiting for the boys' sectionals to start. It'll be in full swing tonight, plus the Canterbury girls looking for this scene again in Indianapolis this coming weekend. We'll preview the state finals with the Cavs next in sports.
Coverage you can count on continues. Glenn Marini's Sports 15 report.
Saturday's state finals will be a new experience for Elmhurst. It'll be a chance at redemption for Oak Hill, but for Canterbury, they're hoping history will indeed repeat itself. The Cavs are the reigning 1A state champs at semi-state against Southern Wells. Coach like that tonight in the Highlight Zone, a special edition as the boys tournament tips off sectional play this evening in full force.
Okay, thank you, Glenn.
You're welcome.
And Kelly is back with a final check of the forecast next.
Tonight we continue an exclusive investigation. A nonprofit group has a $31 million private jet, and you might be surprised to hear who's flying on it. Plus, can't sell your house? Try swapping it. We'll show you a new strategy. And if you've ever had to leave work in a hurry, wait until you see this. Tonight, only on the CBS Evening News.
Coming up tonight at 11, we have told you about the building code violations at the Willows of Coventry. Tonight, hear from one tenant who says he doesn't feel safe and that he's moving out. That, plus weather and all the high school hoops you can handle, that is coming up in the Highlight Zone tonight.
I love that slide as an idea to leave work fast. We should just build one of those under the anchor desk here.
A little chute.
Yeah, turn it out in the parking lot. That would be cool.
That would be good stuff. Well, we are going to have a pretty cold overnight, although not as cold as what we've been experiencing. Down to 18 degrees. We'll have some clouds moving in, so that will help put a lid on the temperatures, actually. The wind will still be out of the south tomorrow, 5 to 15 miles per hour. High of 44 degrees Wednesday, and the warming trend will continue through Friday. Still pretty mild temperatures, though, all the way through our 7-day planner. Of course, chances of rain mixed in there as well.
Okay, thank you, Kelly.
And thank you for watching and for making us your #1 choice for news.
We'll see you back here tonight at 11.
Good night.